What's up, guys? It's Johnny Mo. Welcome to part 1 of our Spirit Halloween Proton Pack mod series. Today, we're going to take the Spirit back and mount it to an Alice frame. Make it much more authentic, much better than the built-in straps that come with it. And it's going to give you that real, true feel of a true Proton pack. So before we get started, make sure you click that like button. Please subscribe. Now let's get into it, guys. Before we mount the back frame, the first thing we're going to do is prepare the pack. Take your pack, turn it over on its front. And you can see these tiny little straps that come with it. They're garbage. Once we're done, they'll be gone. So you're going to want to take the back off of your pack. You can do it one of two ways. You can just come along the edges with a screwdriver and just pop the glue. That's what I did. I'm going to be replacing my back plate, which they call the motherboard. Underneath the fabric, you're going to find a bunch of screws. Like I said, I already took them out. But a little screwdriver, they come out real quick. If you want to keep your back, what you can do is just feel along the fabric where the screw heads are. And then just take a little razor, cut through, and then you could unscrew the screws right through there, put them right back in the same place. Or you could do like me, you could just take the whole thing off. So with the back off, you can see the inside of your pack. You got your batteries, your lights, your electronics. We're not going to be touching those today, but in a future episode, we're going to be doing some modifications to these. For now, we're just going to worry about getting the back frame on. To do that, you're going to need to either make or buy a couple of brackets that'll hold the pack to the frame. I've made these just out of some heavy cardboard, like poster board. You can see that go in here something like this. You got one on this side, and then one over here. And you're also going to take this plate that joins the two sections of the back together off, but you're going to save the screws. You're going to reuse these screws. And the bracket in the middle is going to go just like this. I'm going to make my brackets out of 3/4 inch steel bar. You can pick this up at any home improvement or hardware store. As you can see, I pre-marked these for the brackets that I'm going to cut. But if you don't want to make them, you can buy them. There is a good seller on eBay. I'll put a link in the description if you want to purchase the brackets. Let's cut these up and get them mounted. Now that we got our brackets cut, I'm going to drill the holes for the mounting screws. For that, I'm using 6mm socket X-head screws. This way it'll have a good, authentic feel. It'll look very similar to what was used on the movie packs. On all the points where it's going to attach to the back frame, I'm going to be drilling 1/4-inch holes so that the screws go right through. I'm going to switch to a 1/8 bit for the small screws that attach to the back. Now we're ready to mark and drill our holes on the back and the back frame. Lay your frame across the back of your pack. And you can see where these brackets are going to line up. Right on the angles of the back and on the center bar here. I'm going to mark all these and drill these, and I'll be right back. I got the holes drilled in the back frame, right here, and right on the vertical support bar. Now I'm going to cut the matching holes on the back, and we're getting really close. So I aligned my brackets. So they're going to go right through this fake screw right here. You don't have to put yours there, but I think it makes it easiest. We're going to take out this plate and these screws and replace it with the other bracket that we made. Be careful not to lose your screws. I always use a magnetic tray. They're great for small parts when you're working on electronics and projects like this. Just be really careful about these wires. They're very easy to knock loose. Now we're going to mount our brackets to the back using the 6mm X-head screws and a couple of nuts. You might want to put washers on the inside and outside for extra strength. I think I might come back and do that later. If you're using the stock motherboard, you can cut it so that it fits for these brackets. Just a little notch here, a little notch out here. See, I just put some ink on the bracket, leaned it into the motherboard, cardboard, and cut that out, I'll slip it right over. I left a little flap in the padding on the motherboard so that I can just tuck that under and fill that hole. Again, I'm going to replace this motherboard, but if you're not, go ahead and put the screws back in however you want, under the fabric, through the fabric. But right now, I'm just going to tuck it in just to keep it snug. Now we can finally line up the Packframe. You want to make sure that your brackets go inside the back frame. As you saw, you might have to angle it to get them in. The one in the middle is going to be a little tricky. You don't really want the bolt to come and hit you facing this way. So you want to go in from the top and hold the nut underneath. And now you can finally say goodbye to those ugly, skinny, useless straps that come with the bag. And there they go, in the garbage. There we have it, guys. Got our back mounted on our Alice frame. And we're one step closer to being able to bust some ghosts. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Please subscribe. Please check out the other videos in this series. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. See ya.